channel. My name is Jeanette, and I am a high vibrational being. And I'm back again on this live for a little bit. Not going to be here too long because I have to start my beautiful day and enjoy nature, enjoy the sun, enjoy a good workout. So, but before I leave, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Um, you may comment. Make sure that your comments are very, they're not dark. Okay, so be respectful to one another. And yeah, let's get with it. Let's see. I did draw out a card, and the card is saying cleansing your mind, your body, and your spirit. Number 11 is very significant. And this is a depicted in a woman depicted in this painting that finds herself in a state of liberation. Somebody here has liberated themselves. Somebody here has cleansed their energy. She shook off all the ballots and is thus reaching the core of her being. She must let go in order to grasp the whole. This picture illustrates that only through a clearer, minimalist inner structure and immersion in the essence of life is possible. She has a strong inner feeling that guides her, causing all confusing thoughts to fall away. So there is no blockages. She is connected. She continues to do her cleansing. Oh, this is you, male, female, whoever you are. You are in your power. You are uh, breaking from all the illusions. And the deeper meaning of this card is, my beloved fellow empaths. It cannot emphasize, it cannot be empathized enough. Oops, sorry. Lost the page. Cleansing the mind, body, and spirit on a regular basis is the ultimate importance. We absorb emotions and sensations from the outside world at such a fast rate that it's often dreadfully difficult to keep up. This is why we must set an intentional practice to purify. It's always good to continue to purify yourself and stay grounded. Just like we put oil in our car and give it a wash when dirty, our own personal upkeep allows us to continue functioning in a healthy way. I spoke about yesterday about always cleansing your energy, maintaining your spiritual hygiene, how important it is every morning, every evening, cleansing your environment, cleansing people that doesn't serve you, letting go of people, places, and things. Just like we put oil in our car and give it a wash when dirty, our own personal upkeep allows us to continue functioning in a healthy way. Multi-level upkeep is a process of purification. When we learn to develop stronger love and value for our empathic gifts, we become naturally inclined towards our own holistic maintenance. We have a duty to help others, so we gotta keep ourselves in good working order. If you are listening to people who are um, saying they're spiritual and they're not cleansing their energy and they're not doing the spiritual work, that doesn't, it is not good for you, because their guidance is not of a high vibration. Be careful of who you listen to. The messenger that is sending this message from a space of love, are they doing that? Are they themselves doing the work? Are they hiding themselves from you even connecting with them on a face-to-face level? Who are these people who are calling themselves messengers and prophets and they're not doing the work? We have to be very mindful of the energy we take into our field. Always, always, always go within and ask yourself, is this the person or the energy that I need to listen to? Am I being guided in the right direction? Physical health is incredibly important. The food that we put in our bodies get transformed into physical energy and astral energy. Personally, this person who wrote this, who did these cards, they do not consume meat that has been factory farmed. We got to be also careful of the food that we put into our system, because these meats are as well unhealthy, and the way that they slaughter the meat, it's really brutal towards the animal. And when we consume this meat into our system, it energetically has some attachment to the trauma that the animal has experienced. So be very mindful and pray over your food, pray over your water, pray over it's a spiritual practice that it comes naturally when you start to do it on an everyday basis. It's something that we will never forget as a spiritual being who is here to help humanity do the work or guide, because nobody forces a spiritual being to force you to get into spirituality. You're here for a reason. Either you're here to learn, or you're here because you're a wounded soul and you are projecting your insecurity onto others, that, or you're a stalker. I don't know why I said that. There are stalkers here on this channel that stalk divine beings, and they hide behind fake pages like the strongest one or Ashagan Hamed. Who are you? Who are you? What is your message? Because GHHU is not a word. Let's be for real. Back to this, okay? And keep close tabs on your intake of vegetables versus empty carbs. This person also strive to incorporate physical yoga. Is very, very important. When you do yoga, it's also aligning your chakras. You are working. You may not even know it, but there are certain poses that aligns your chakras and cleanses them and heals them as you are doing the breath work with the yoga and the poses. It's very it has so much of a connection to that energy. I love yoga. Love yoga. I got into yoga recently and I am ecstatic about it. We don't have to do strenuous workouts in order to get our bodies back into a space of being healthy and mobile. Just putting out there. If you are, if you don't like seeing people who are, anyway, I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Anyway, at the time, I allowed some slack and leeway without guilt. This card encourages you, dear reader, to do the same. Keep a close watch on what you consume. The process of consuming is not limited to food and drinks. It also comes in the form of film, what you are intaking, the media, the dark media, a lot of shooting, killings in these movies has it, if you're not cleansed, it does have triggering, and it may also have you think of past trauma, and as well as the people and the environment we surround ourselves with. What kind of energy are we bringing into our sphere? Other people can easily persuade empaths, especially if the other person feels impassioned about their opinions or cause. We have the natural ability to relate with or at least understand the emotions another person is experiencing. Mental and emotional balance requires that we come back to ourselves. Just because we understand where another person is coming from, for example, doesn't mean that we need to take on those feelings as they are our own. We can empathize and disagree simultaneously. The cleansing and purification takes so many forms. If you pull this card, it could indicate anything from a need to simply smudge yourself with sage, or something as complex as completing changing your diet and daily routine. Oracle cards rely greatly on the intuition of the reader, so it's up to you to discover and meditate on the message that the universe is communicating with you at this time. Personal upkeep requires self-examinations on every level. You are we being as responsibly healthy as we can, or are we slacking? Are we positive interactions or relying on drama and gossip? Are we filling ourselves and others with positive input, or are we allowing ourselves and others, or are we allowing too much negativity to enter our sphere? These questions and others are the messages to this card to consider. What are you taking in? What are you releasing? How are you taking care of your body, your temple, the temple where the Holy Spirit comes through? How are you maintaining yourself? Cleanse from things that has an effect on your mind, your body, and your spirit. You are called to cleanse and release things that doesn't serve you. And make sure that you are choosing wisely. There's a need for you to research the mystical world. The mystical world is full of beautiful ways of manifesting, creating. You are called. Last night I had vision. I had a vision. I was with I saw these native, I don't even want to call them American, because they're not American. I don't consider them Native Indians, indigenous beautiful. And they were all standing in line. And the tears were coming down their face. They seen the world, their planet, being harmed and hurt. There's a cleansing process that is going on in our planet and within us. We have to let go of what doesn't serve us anymore to make room for things that is more positive, more joyful, more healing, versus the old ways of doing things. Yeah, so there was like 4 of them, and they were very fine, very beautiful. They were very tall as well. But there's a lot of healing going on within each and every one of us in this planet. Let's see. There's a lot of transformation as well. In order for new to come in, we have to release, let go. And as we're doing this, we're transforming. We're becoming beacons of light. We are healing the planet as well, because as we heal, this energy flows through us, around us. And as we go into nature and we plant our feet into the soil, the liveliness of Mother Gaia will, with your intentions, of course, release. And then she gives you so much coating, so much love, so much light coats within your being, that you start to be activated, whether you know it or not. And also the connection to the sun. And if you have water around you, and the air and the plants, it's all living energy. So you have to learn how to work with this energy, so that way that energy could work with you. Don't absorb the negative that is going on. Do not take in that energy. Transmute it. Release it. Release it to the divine. And heal in the process, and let go. Know that you are protected. Know that God, the Holy Spirit, is right here. He's right here in your soul, in your spirit, waiting for you to wake up. I don't know. Somebody, I don't know. Learn from social conflict. Learn from those who are, if you are around people and agreements, we don't need to agree all the time with people's opinions. And, people like to, how you say it, argue. There's ways of being mindful, being more intelligent on how you resolve conflict without attacking another human being. There's ways of making your point across without damaging or insulting another one of your it's like a mirror to you. So make sure that when you see that soul right next to you or around you, and whatever your beliefs is, whatever their beliefs is, everybody's respectful, because we are all on different levels, on different journeys and different timelines. So we have to learn how to be compassionate towards one another. We're not perfect, but there's ways of solving conflict without that weapon of that mouth that is very, it's it's called black magic. If you don't know what it is, it's called black magic. And what you're doing is projecting that hurt to another person. Be very mindful for the listener who is receiving these messages. Um, when you are around conflict, learn how to remove yourself if need be, or learn how to become the peacemaker in conflict resolutions, because we have it I don't have it no more in my life because I don't surround myself with that energy. But people who are in workspaces who don't agree on maybe a product or a contract that they are trying to negotiate, always look at the positive and the negative and balance that energy out and see which one outweighs. Conflict is intelligent, is way of negotiating and working out issues. So you're being called to learn how to do this. It's a very beautiful skill to have. Number 23 could be somebody's birth date, or number 13, date number 24, number 17, and number 11, which is cleansing of the mind, the spirit, and the soul. It all has a connection to who and how we deal with each other on a daily basis. Let's see, I'm not going to be here long, so I gotta go. Don't ever see things as a failure. When you have gratitude, when you come from a space of being thankful, there's a lot of opportunities that is presented to you. When you wake up and say, thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for the breath that I'm breathing. Thank you for this healthy body, the mind. Thank you for my soul, my spirit. Thank you for my home, the roof over my head, the food. They don't thank the spirit, the creator, for the things that they have. They really, it's a new way of doing things now. And with that comes abundance. And when you come from a space of gratitude, you know that you are a limitless being. You know that you can manifest and create whatever you want. In this physical reality. The mind, when it has so much going on, you need to have a time to come and sit with yourself. Learn how to breathe. Because people forget that breathing brings air into the brain. And when you bring air into the brain, it brings calmness to the vessel. Be grateful. Be grateful for where you at, for the things that you have, the things that you don't have. Be grateful. God gives you what you're able to handle. See what else? and surrender. Surrender the need to control. You don't need to control anything. Remember that God is always in control. God is your staff, your wrath, whatever. He is always with you. Whoever you call your God, but the God, our Creator, is only one. And if you speak to another God who you worship and you look at their, like, you look at their figure and you worship idols, that's a problem. I don't worship idols. Um, I worship and honor the Creator. Nothing outside has any influence on my thoughts and how I create. It's the Spirit of the Most High God who is leading me on my path. Every moment I step outside, I am guided. I am not guided by me. I am guided by the Spirit. When you surrender, the need to control, you will be guided in a more lovely, beautiful, and I swear, no drama will follow you. That's how I mean, it's amazing. I do receive messages. I do see things, but I release it with the blessings. And understand that the protection that we walk through with in this life, I'm always protected. There's no weapon that is ever formed could ever prosper when you are in this light, in this oneness with the universe and the earth and everything that's around. I mean, when you work with the energy, it works with you. Understand that if something didn't go right, it's an opportunity to learn from it. Don't ever think of yourself as a failure. You're not a failure. These were lessons that we needed to learn to move forward and to learn. Continue to move forward. Once again, have no judgment towards one another. Understand that everyone has their own unique path and their own challenges. Like I said, we are all on different levels of consciousness, of awareness. Sometimes we need to let go of the phones. Sometimes we need to let go. Social media really is not something that is good to be looking at, because it's all fake, it's all an illusion, it's all not healthy for your spiritual journey. I let go of the TV for like 5 years before I don't even own a TV. I don't own a TV. And I watch YouTube and I watch other things that is educational, that it helps the soul. But once again, I am not guided by myself. I'm guided by Spirit. So when I'm guided to watch something, there's something that I need to learn, or maybe there's a message that I needed to receive from them. Understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate the grief process. Losing something was meant to taught us a lesson within that loss, and appreciate whatever was lost needed to be removed for something better to come in and change. Understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. If you don't move, if you don't do your work, if you're just sitting here watching tarot cards, if you're just sitting here watching somebody on YouTube and you're not integrating the message in order for you to gather yourself and say, you know what did I learn from that message? What do I need for myself to heal? What word did I hear that I need to look up and study? There was something that messenger had told me that I needed to do. What is it that's reflection? That's going back and saying, you know what? Something triggered me about the message I need to look into. Maybe that's my soul, my spirit calling, guiding me, your intuition, guiding you to research things. Pay attention to the feeling. Pay attention to how you're receiving the message. What is your intentions? Remember, you can't grow if you don't make changes in your life. What doesn't work has to be removed for new to come in. Make space. And with that, forgiveness is needed. Acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. When you are not forgiving, when you are resentful for what somebody has done to you, what has happened to you in the past, we need to let go in order for us to move forward, to change, to be in a space of gratitude, to surrender the control of the pain, of the hurt that this certain person did to you or whatever it is. You have to see what was the lesson you needed to learn from that person. Without judgment. Know that you are not a failure. It's only an opportunity for you to learn. Once again, go back to yourself and stop looking outside of yourself. Stop projecting your anger, your judging them for their economic or whatever, their race, their culture. Stop looking at people's skin. We are all the same. We came from one spirit, one creator. And we were placed in different places. And there was certain systems that was placed to separate us. But now we're beginning to understand how this has hurt humanity. And we're cleansing this energy to release ourselves from this limited belief system that doesn't serve your soul, Your soul needs to grow. Your soul wants to expand. Your spirit wants to be free. Find forgiveness. It's very important because you're going to see a lot of things that has happened. And forgiveness is very important. What else? You will be happy. Know that you're on the right path. It's never a wrong path. Yeah, we trip and fall. We continue to go to the path where we're repeating the cycles. And once you get to see that I did this before, I did this with another relationship. Why am I going back? Something about you that you need to change. It's telling you. It's telling you, look at the situation. It's the same scenario, different people. But you're always on the right path. Some of us has to repeat the cycles all over again to really get it. No. You're becoming aware of your purpose and understanding that through your grief, through your experience, through your trauma, through your lessons, there was a bigger picture. There was a purpose. And then when you release and forgive and you start doing your spiritual path, you start to recognize, wow, my purpose may be to experience or to talk about what I experienced through my music, through art, through writing, through speaking truth. That's something that you will become aware. Nobody can tell you your purpose. You are needing to go within and look, what is it that you're being called to do? No, you will become aware of your purpose. There is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You have the power to do this. You have the power to create your own freedom, to release yourself from the webs of lies, from the webs of deception, from people, places, and things that doesn't serve you. Know that not everybody's going to like you. They're going to be envious of you, and you're going to face challenges. When we are in this space of love with God and oneness and putting this energy out into the collective, we have our Decepticons, our oppositions, people and systems that don't like it because they don't want people to know how powerful they truly are. They don't want you to know that you're able to create your own happiness. Create from a space where the one creator is at, and that's in this space, the heart, which gives and sets you free from the bondage that has been holding you down. And there's some people who will be envious. No, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. See the practice in love for one another. It takes a lot of work. It's not easy. It's spiritual journey. It's not easy. I could tell you from my own experience, it's not easy. But once you get it, wow. Once you get it, it's such a release. It's such a peaceful place to be. And those who are caught up in that hurt and that pain, I send you nothing but love, because it's such a great feeling to be free. Free of the bondage of the mind that has been so controlled. It's a great feeling. And you're able to do this. You just have to go through the stages of awareness of the things that we each have our own. Nobody's on the same level of spirituality or on the same level of consciousness. We're all different. Don't ever, ever compare yourself to another being. That's not working for you. Take care of you first, so that way you could illuminate that love to others without judgment, without hate, without envy, without projection, without all these conflicts and where it doesn't need to be. Learn how to heal yourself, because it's such a beautiful way of living. And the Lord sees your intentions, your good intentions. He knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows what you need. You just have to stay in that space of compassion and love for one another. And release yourself. I love you. And I'm saying goodbye because I gotta go. I gotta take care of me. Just wanted to come in and my soul was guided to be here this morning because I think somebody needed to hear a message. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Worry about yourself. Heal yourself so you can radiate that love. That inner child is calling you to take care of he or she. The abandonment that you have felt. Is no more. Take that inner child and love that inner child with so much compassion. The the work that you do to heal yourself is such an energetic and joyful light that comes into our system that dispersed all those negative thoughts that you may have. I love you. Enjoy your day. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I am out. I am going to handle my business. Bye.